Hello, I am Rajkumar, lecturer civil. I am going to deliver lecture on plastic. First of all, let us discuss about plastic. Plastic. Plastic is one of the recent engineering material which has appeared in the market all over the world. Some varieties of natural occurring thermoplastic were known as Athenians, Romans who extract and use these plastic for various purposes. A number of scientists carried out experiments for plastics as a result a long research. The birth of plastic industry took place in 19th century. Why we design and with the plastic? First of corrosion resistance, low electricity, electrical and thermal conductivity, insulator, easily formed into complex shape, can be formed, casted and joined. Wide choice of appearance, colored and transparency. Due to this fact, we goes to choose plastic over other material. Then the plastic, the natural, synthetic and semi-synthetic organic substance which are prepared out of natural or synthetic resin with or without molding compound are known as plastics. Certain molding compounds like filler, plasticizer, solvent, pigment, extra are usually added to plastic in order to give desired property to the final plastic article. In the field of building construction, plastic have been found useful for the varieties of purpose, for fitting and fixing, for and decorative. These plastic are very much used nowadays. Some important technical term of plastic. First of all, let us discuss about the accelerator. The material added to accelerate the chemical reaction between the different constituents of plastic are known as accelerator. They are also known as catalyst or hardener. Then second one is elastomers. The material which provide the maximum property of elasticity to plastics are called elastomers. Then third one is filler. The material added to the plastic to improve their mechanical property and to make them economical are called filler. Then fourth one is plasticizer. The chemical added to the plastics to make them soft to improve their toughness at finished stage and to make them flexible are called plasticizers. So then fifth one is stabilizer. The material added to the plastics to prevent their deteriorations due to action of heat and light are known as the stabilizer are provide stability or increase the durability of a plastic is called stabilizer. Then polymers. The large molecule formed by continuous addition of basic molecules of synthetic resin are known as polymers. Then polymerization. The process of formation of polymers by continuous addition of basic molecules of a synthetic resin is called polymerization. Then composition of plastic. In general, it may be stated that the plastic are compound of carbons with other elements such as hydrogen, nitrogen, and oxygen. They are considered as a synthetic organic substance which consist of natural or synthetic resin or raw material with or without molding a compound. The various modeling compounds used in plastic along with their function and are described below. Number one है filler. Filler, these molding compounds are added to plastic as filler material. They reduce the cost and increase the property of molding and resistance to heat. A good filler also provide tensile and impact strength and low moisture absorption to the plastic. The commonly used filler in plastic are asbestos, mica, wood, floor, cotton slop, coconut shell, graphite fiber, husk. These are the material which are used in plastic as a fillers. Then pigments. Pigment means color. These compounds are added to impart decorative and coloring effect to the plastic. They also act as filler for plastic. The pigment added should have fastness of color and so many applications such as children's toys or food container. They must be free from any indication of toxicity. The commonly used pigment plastics are zinc oxide, the barytes. These are the pigment which are used in the plastic. Then plasticizer. These compounds are added to improve toughness, flexibility, electrical properties and other mechanical property of plastics. They also increase the flame resistance, moisture resistance and provides color stability to plastics. The commonly used plasticizers in plastics are Comfron, phosphates, tributyl. These are the plasticizers which are used in the plastics. Then solvents. These compounds are used in plastic for dissolving the plasticizer in such a manner that there will be no future migration of the plasticizer to the surface. For example, alcohol is added in cellulose, nitrate, plastics is dissolved, camphors, then hardener. These compounds are added in plastic to increase the hardness of the resin. Then catalysts. These compounds are added to accelerate the chemical reaction during the process of polymerization of plastic. These compounds also act as hardener and accelerators. For example, ester is used as a catalyst for urea formaldehyde hydride, which is a type of a thermosetting resin. Urea formaldehyde is the example of catalyst which increase the reactivity of plasticity. Then classification of different types of plastic. There are two main different types of plastic. Number one, thermosetting plastic or thermosets. Number two, plastics or thermoplasters. First of all, let us discuss about the thermosetting plastic or thermoset plastic. The plastic which become harder and rigid when molded of suitable pressure and temperature and cannot be resoftened by heat are called the thermosetting plastic or thermoset plaster. In this, the heat is used for resoftening the heat is not it cannot be resoft the plastic if we want to soft the plastic. Some of the varieties of thermosetting plastic are bakelite, durite, duraplex, melmac. These are the thermosetting plastics. Then property of plastic. There are also soluble in alcohol and other organism solvent when they are in thermoplastic stage. They are hard, strong and durable. They cannot be resoftened by heating. They cannot be softened by heat. Otherwise plastic, in other we can say plastic आमतौर से हीट करने से सॉफ्ट हो जाती है. They cannot be made available in a varieties of beautiful color uses. They are mainly used in engineering application of plastic. They are used for making paints when in thermoplastic stage. Then appearance. Some plastic are completely transparent in appearance with the addition of suitable pigment, and the plastic can be made out to have appearance of variety of attractive, opaque, stable and transparent color. Chemical resistance. The plastic offer great resistance to moisture, chemical and solvent. The degree of chemical resistance depends on the chemical composition of plastic. Many plastic are found to possess excellent corrosion resistance. Hence, they are used to convey chemicals. Then dimensional stability. This process of plastic favor quite satisfactorily with that of other common engineering materials. Ductility. The plastic lack ductility, hence its member may fail without warning. Then durability. The plastic are quite durable if the they possess sufficient surface hardness. The plastic, especially thermoplastic varieties, are likely to be attracted by termite or rodent, but the damage of such an attack is not very serious due to the fact that the plastic have no nutritional values. Then electrical insulation. The plastics possess excellent electrical insulating properties. They are far superior to ordinary electrical insulation. Then finishing. Any surface treatment may be given to the plastic. It is also easy to have technical control during its manufacture. Its result in mass production of a plastic article with uniformity of surface finishes. Then fire resistance. The plastics are organized organic in nature, and hence all plastics are combustible, but depending upon the structure, the resistance to high temperature and fire varies considerably among various varieties of plastics. This, the cellulose acetate plastic burns slowly. The PVC means polyvinyl chloride plastics are known inflammable. The phenol formaldehyde and urea formaldehyde resist fires, and they are used as fireproofing materials. Fixing: the plastic can be easily fixed in position. They can be bolted, clamped, drilled, glued, screwed, threaded, or simply pushed, lift, lifted in position. Then maintenance: it is easy to maintain plastic surface. They do not require any protective coat of paint extra. Then humidity: the property of plastics are governed to some extent by humidity. The strength of plastics containing water attracting groups such as cellulose plastics is considerably affected by the presence of moisture. On other hand, the plastic which do not contain water attracting groups such as PVC plastics offer great resistance to the moisture. Then melting point: most of the plastics have low melting point, and the melting point of some plastic is only about 50 degree. They cannot be used at higher temperature places or to convey boiling point. The coefficient of thermal of plastic is 10 times less than that of steel. The thermosetting varieties of plastics are less susceptible to heat than thermoplastic varieties of plastics. To improve the resistance of plastic to heat, the glass fiber reinforcement may be added in the structure of plastics. Then optical properties: several types of plastics are transparent and translucent. Recycling: the most of environmentally aware people condemn the use of plastic for the amount of population caused by them in disposal. However, this is not a serious problem in comparison to the waste and pollution generated by the host of other industries. The plastic used for soft drinking bottle, milk, bread bag, extra can be conventionally recycled into carpet, fencing, extra. Then sound absorbing: the acoustic board are prepared by impregnating fiberglass with phenolic resin. This material has absorption coefficient of about 0.67. Then strength: an ideal section of plastic for structure member has not yet been designed. The plastics are reasonably strong. The strength of a plastic may be increased by reinforcing with various fibrous materials. The plastic members can be used as tensile members as their strength to weight ratio in tension very nearly approaches to the that of material that may be can steel, aluminum, extra. But the following considerations are the responsible to discourage the use of plastic as a structural member. Number one, the plastic are costly. The plastics are subjected to creep under constant heavy loads. The behavior of plastic is very sensitive to the changes in the temperature. The stiffness of plastic is very poor. Then thermal property. The thermal conductivity of plastic is low and it can be compared with that of wood. The foams or expanded plastics are among the leading thermal insulators. Weather resistance. Only limited varieties of plastic can expose to weather. The important group of plastic which can resist weather effect is one prepared from phenolic resin. The certain plastics are seriously affected by ultraviolet light in the presence of the sunlight. The resistance to sunlight of such plastics can be improved by incorporating filler pigments which absorb or reflect the ultraviolet light at the surface. Thus, the interiors of plastic is protected. Then weight. The plastic, whether thermoplastic or thermosetting, have low specific gravity, the average being 1.3 to 1.4. The light weight of plastic reduce the transport cost and facilitate fixing. Then stress versus strain curve of plastic. In this, this is a x-axis, this is a y-axis. Along x-axis we have strain, on y-axis we have stress P over A delta L over L was strain. This is the strain is 0.01 is the extension elongation. This is a weight in kg. When the plastic is 160 Fahrenheit, the stress strain curve is like this. It is in this case the stress is less and extension is more, but strain is more or stress is less. If the temperature of plastic is 110 Fahrenheit, then stress as compared to 160 is more, then strain will less as compared to 160 Fahrenheit temp. Then if the plastic at 40 Fahrenheit, then the stress strain curve is like this. In this case, the stress will be more and strain will be less. It means when the temperature of plastic goes on decreasing, then the stress will goes on increasing. If temperature goes on increasing, the strain will go on increasing. It means the load bearing capacity will increase if the temperature of plastic goes down. If the temperature goes up, the stress taken by the plastic goes on decreasing. This is called the stress strain curve of the plastic. Then manufacturing process of plastic. This is a fabrication of plastic. This is the process to make molding the plastic things through this machine. Here granule of plastic, it is a plunger. Through this plastic, a plunger push the granule through this. Here is the heater, so heating the granule plastic. Here the whole granule plastic becomes liquid or becomes liquid due to heat. Then this liquid plastic is, is then this is the mold part. Mold part means what type of things you want to required. The liquid, this liquid plastic then inject in this mold. Then we get the type of mold, which type of thing which you require. It all depend upon the molding. Molding, but just type का mold लो, this that type mold you get from here. This is the process through which the plastic things are get. The shaping of plastic material is done by the application of heat and pressure in suitable type of mold. In this method, the mold is opened and the charges is placed into the mold, either in the form of loose powder or some type of preform, which is the close to the heavy. Generally, the mold is heated before the charge is placed. After this, the pressure is applied to compress the compound and molding powder. After becoming soft and the charge flow through all the parts of the mold. The mold is kept enclosed in sufficient time to allow the chemical changes to complete and plastic product get sufficient harden. In this method, molding is suitable for most of the thermosetting plastic and few thermoplastic resin. It is usually uneconomical for producing the thermoplastic plastic as consider time, its cost and cooling the mold. Then this is the molding machine which are used for making the plastic mold or things which are used for making the plastic product. Then commercial form of plastic. First of all, we look at second type of thermoplastic. The second type of thermoplastics are the plastic which becomes soft when heated and hard when cooled are known as thermoplastic, plastic or thermoplastic. The property of thermoplastics, they can molded into any form of the application of heat and pressure. They can be resoftened by heating. This type of जो फर्स्ट वाली थी उसको हम हीट से सॉफ्ट नहीं कर सकते, इसको हम हीट में सॉफ्ट कर सकते हैं. Their chemical nature does not get modified by the effect of heat and solvent. They used for making toys and other ordinary purpose. Then commercial form of plastic. Plastic sheets. These are the various types of plastic sheets available in the market, having thickness varying from 1 mm to 2 mm. PV sheets. The sheets consist of polyvinyl chloride are known as PV sheets. PVC is a snow white brittle resin which softens when heated. It is mixed with plasticizer for making sheets. PVC and its compounding ingredients are heated, masticated and then rolled into thin sheets. Between the heated roll, the sheets are annealed and after cooling they are rolled. These sheets are similar in appearance to rubber sheets. Then the thickness of PV sheets is generally kept 1 mm for economical purpose, such as thin sheet can resist the effect of grease, solvent, wears, etc. These sheets can be made in a variety of clean, bright color and marble effect. Since these sheets show a considerable expansion when wetted, they should therefore be laid only on dry surface. Suitability. These sheets are used as a protective cover to resist heat for domestic purpose, flooring, etc. B. Fabric back sheets. The